and welcome to Craft Collab's favorite fall colors hop. I'm Bets Golden and I am super excited to be taking part in this amazing hop in which a bunch of us crafters have come together to showcase our favorite fall color combos. And mine are a little bit different. Not a lot of brown in them. I like the purples and the pinks and the oranges and the yellows. So today I'm going to be showcasing 3 different ways that you can create a very quick background for your fall cards or paper projects. The first thing I'm going to show you how to use is the Aquaflow pins by Tonic. Then we're going to get into some color bursts, Ken Oliver's color burst, and then also some watercolor by Ken Oliver. All of my images I've already stamped as well as embossed. I did use the VersaClear fine pigmented ink to do this, as well as the Brutus Monroe penny embossing powder. I like this. I think it embosses beautifully. There's no wax, so it's a very nice image. And then I am also using the new Joy Claire Fall Greetings, as well as a Brutus Monroe background stamp. So let's go ahead and get started with this. This is going to be my first card in which I am going to create a beautiful fall background. And all I'm going to do for this is these kind of come across as they are a little bit like watercolor brushes, but what makes this cool is you can go ahead and keep the intensity of these relatively vibrant, or you can calm them down. So I'm going to show you how to first do it in really vibrant like I'm doing right now, and then we're going to go over and just calm it down. So I'm just going to throw down a little bit of color, and I am using my Spice Ginger. And by the way, if you're interested in anything I'm using, I will have links provided down below, as well as the next person on our hop. So make sure you check out that description box because there's lots of good information down there. So I'm just kind of throwing in some random color. And then for the next one, I'm going to be using Wild Phoenix. And again, I just like to kind of squeeze it off to the side a little bit, make sure that I can get it going, and then loosely color in the images. Now I have gone ahead and used the beautiful copper embossing powder on this as well, just because it resists my color, and so I can be kind of messy with it. And do you see how I picked up some of that yellow and it created a really pretty brown? So that is something that these images do, is they can mix, but then they eventually rub off and you're left with just your regular color again. So you don't really have to worry about cross-contamination. Okay, and then I'm going in now with some French wine, and I'm just going to kind of spread this out in some areas. I'm not really paying too much attention to, you know, keeping it all in the lines. I'm totally cool just to kind of go around and give that beautiful watercolor effect. So this is gorgeous on its own, but I want to go in and loosen this color up just a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of water, and then I'm going to place my water over a paper towel over my image, and it'll pick up some of this color, and I'll be left with a beautiful watercolor effect. So I'm just going to spray it. And do you see how it already starts to move like that? You can let this dry just like this and it would be absolutely gorgeous. Or if you want to let the vibrancy up a bit, then you're just going to set a paper towel down and then lift it. And now you are left with a beautiful background image, and that is just using those beautiful Aquaflow pins. Now you can even go in out on top of this with a little bit of shimmer and add in some gorgeous shimmer all over the place on this. Now this will start to blend your colors because again it is water reactivated, and that's totally okay, but this is just so much fun just to go in and add in some lovely shimmer as well with the shimmer pen. I love this thing. All right, so That again is the Aqua Flow. And let's move on to the second one, which is going to be the watercolor by Ken Oliver for this card base. Again, I am using that Joy Claire card stamp set. It's a 6x8 and it is called Fall Greetings. Now for this one, I am going to I have some Merlot, I have Yellow Orchid, Sepia. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use this. I'm going to set that one aside. Burnt Orange, and then I also have some Metallic Ruby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start to place out little, I'm going to actually saturate my card first, okay? So I want there to be some movement already going, and then I'm just going to lay down some dots of color like so. And then I'm just going to go through with my paper towel and just dab that out. And then I'm going to move on to my next dark color, which is Burnt Orange. And again, I'm just going to lay out some color. And we're going for a really loose watercolor effect here. And I'm going to dab that out as well. And then I'm going to lay on some beautiful Merlot. And I'm going to go ahead and just dab that out as well. You could go ahead and just take a paintbrush, and then I'm kind of going all over the card, and I'm going to hit it one more time with some water, and I'm going to take my Metallic Ruby, and I'm just going to lay some down like so. And as you can see, that embossing has totally resisted the color, so it makes it super easy. And from here, I'm just going to go in and just kind of pull that through with a little bit of a paintbrush, like so. And I'm just going to really play with this until I get it to my liking. I'm really loving the effect on this. I'm going to go back through with some of my Yellow Orchid and just, again, lay it down. Wipe this off to the side, and then just again start to just kind of brush that out a bit and push it all around like so, just giving a really organic, beautiful feel to this background. All right, then last but not least, one of my very favorite techniques and mediums is my Ken Oliver Color Burst. I really enjoy Color Burst because it literally is magic before your eyes, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now for this technique, you can go ahead and spray your card base down first, or you can lay it out without spraying it and then spray it after. So you could spray it before, then sprinkle, and then spray. I'm going to go ahead and lay the color out first. Normally I do spray first. However, with this particular card, I'm not going to. I'm going to just go for some really beautiful randomness, so to speak, here. Now, the paper that I have used on all of this is actually Ken Oliver's mixed media paper. It's his watercolor paper. It's really durable, it's heavyweight, and since this does require quite a bit of moisture and water, it really holds up quite nicely with that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just start to hit this with some water. And it's going to resist on some of those spots. And look how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now from here, I am going to add in some of that Metallic Ruby, and I'll hit it again with some water, and then this will just dry and set up. So this is just a really fun, wonderful way to create some beautiful backgrounds for your upcoming fall projects that may not be in your typical traditional colors. Once this does dry, I am going to go ahead and trim it down. I purposely didn't trim this down because I wanted to be able to maneuver it as I was embossing it. And then I'm going to put all of these on a card front, which will go over on the Joy Claire website. Okay, you guys, I just want to thank you so much for hopping along with us today. I certainly hope that you enjoy this hop and you enjoyed my video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave any questions or comments down below, and make sure that you hop on to my next Crafty Friends YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Beth Golden. Happy crafting.